if you're coming in, do slap the like button. Do get started with myself. If you're watching this on YouTube, before we go into a full multi-time frame analysis for various different assets before the news changes, you can get started with myself at http://goldstreet.io. You can day trade like myself and learn how it's done inside my academy. That will be under the YouTube video when I upload it. So let's kick it off. Questions, guys. We've fixed our technical side now. Questions in there. I've just edited my editor's pick on Tradingview. If you follow me, you should be out for gains now. Close out your longs. I called it there. Okay, you had a rebound and you're looking to rebuy for moves up. So any questions, pop them in the chat box. Any technical errors? I don't think we've got any at this point. I think everyone can hear me fine. Yeah. Okay, I think we're okay. Seems okay. Yeah. Camera's on, sound's on. I think we're good to go. So everyone will probably rejoin. I'll kick it off on gold. Okay, and we'll have a little check over of what gold looks like. Nope, still no tech problems as I can see. Might help just having Discord open. I might put that up in a sec. Okay, so gold, you might have seen me post about it. This is quite interesting because you've got this rejection here, as we called. We had a push up there, and you've got your rejection again. Okay, so this initial fall you had here, and hopefully if you follow me, you would have realized, all right, well, I can exit that because I can already see early support, which was there, and it actually pushed through that to further support, which you can probably see if you zoom out. You can see levels like this over here. Pushed up, and your goal as a trader who makes money is to trade moves in stages. You're not looking for one move, okay? You can naturally lower your risk by reshorting. You reshorted, it's come down. You might have reshorted here. I did talk about it getting more or less into this price action area. I think there's a chance you may trickle along slowly and get back up before you go down, but it's not a great time to be buying it because the price is already high. Okay, you could lightly long this mini scalp size, but mainly my bias just remains short because if you zoom out slightly more, okay, you've already had your move down, you pushed up, had it again. So really you would need something sharp like this, and my bias still remains around this area. Anything around here is going to constitute a short, and that is just because you're trading again with the natural move of the market. If you were going to take it long, I wouldn't be surprised if this low goes and you come under it and down here. You probably teeter around because you've got all this PA to the left. You've got all this sort of juggling about. It might cause a bounce, and then ultimately I should think you'll go under further. As I said, it's inevitable that every market that's come up such a long way will eventually just fall down. You've got a little bit of weak PA to the upside on your daily, and if you do come under these lows here, you'll probably coincide with this support level there, or potentially slightly under it. But this area that we had before has been hit so many times, I think you'll come under it eventually. Even if you do get back up top even higher, okay, to those previous highs, nonetheless, it's still going to be short. So anything up here is short. And the reason why is simple. All you have to do is go to your highest or your higher time frames, and you've already got one candle wick. Yes, it could go higher, but it doesn't change the fact that it's a short. And it's short because you're at previous highs. So there's no argument for anything else, really. No sound at all. So we've got another technical error. I think I might just start the stream again. Give me a sec. What about now? Is that okay? Let me know if that works. No, it shouldn't. What about now? I think perhaps I can be heard. You will be able to hear me if you're watching it on YouTube because I've recorded it. Just let me know. Last one, got it. Thank you for that. Thanks. Okay, so you can hear me now. Is the sound clear or is it slightly not clear? can you hear me now? Not this one. Oh my word. Okay. All right. Well, it should. You should be able to hear me now. At this point, it should be fine. Um, I would hope so. If it's not, let me know. I can always type on the chart, can't I? Like this. Up here. Great. Okay, so we're rolling. We're rolling. I'm going to retype again. Tech error. Skip to 9 mins. Well, let's go 10 minutes. If you are joining. And thanks for that, Sewing Coin. Better make that as big as I can. That work? Yeah, that'll do. So I think everyone now can hear me. All I said really is you just want to exit your Euro or longs I just called on my editor's pick. And if you're looking at gold, okay, you're just looking to short at PA levels. You've got more of those higher up. I wouldn't be surprised if you rebound, but don't buy it. Okay, it's a little bit too early. I only want to look short if I can get higher up here, and I'll probably swap my size if you get that. So any push up, that's what I'm going to do. There's a lack of market news today, so it might take a minute. If you can smash the boost button, guys, you wouldn't have been able to hear me say it, but if you can press the boost and get on board here, goldstreet.io, that'd be fantastic to see you. Thank you for doing that. Oil, I know a lot of people are interested in oil. My view on it, I think you're going to get lower eventually. You don't specifically have to short it, okay? But I'm just looking for levels much lower down because I think you're going to come under this low. You've got really weak price action at the moment. Sentiment for oil is changing a lot as well. Okay, I would think at least probably at some point you'll get down here. But in the meantime, you can just sort of hold off that. You can see as well your stock oscillator is low already, so it won't make sense to short it. Only to look to the long side or where you're going to long. If you are going to short this or you have to short it, don't do it now. Just let the market move up. I'm looking for a rebound within this price channel, more or less. It's fairly sideways. It's going to have to come near at $81. So that's your oil. Okay, FTSE. I know a lot of guys like FTSE. I need to exit some positions and take some new ones. I should be long in a minute. I think I'll be long in a couple of points. I'm almost long at the moment. I'm looking for intraday gains, 7747 I'm at. And I'm exiting shorts now. They should be closing while I'm on the stream. Look at your stock. Don't want to sell. Dip back within a push up. It's a long. So that's the FTSE near term. This is going to be brief, guys, because there's not a lot of market news at the moment. Your euro, you still haven't made it up top. Okay, as I said, you could be lightly shorting it from where it has peaked. Don't do it now because you're too late. Okay, but if I swap to the 4 hour, you've had all this chance to short, but you would have to do it really lightly. If you're going to trade it now, it's a long. Again, it's very light because if you zoom out, you've come up a really long way already. So that is a light long. Okay, you can lightly trade that. I wouldn't go nuts with it. Light long's fine, and it's just because it's in this sideways channel. Now, I like to trade channels. I usually take an exit about halfway. And then if I want to trade again, I mean, you can let it run to the other side. You can do that, but you might be waiting a longer time. And if you don't get there as well, then you'll miss the profit. Just be aware of that. Dollar yen, actually. A lot of guys have commented and liked my post, which is nice because I called it fantastically again. I'll show you what we looked at. You will have, if you followed me and well, perhaps you're in my academy, you will have shorted up here. Okay, you would have done that well. Okay, if I just swap to the daily for a minute, you can see it a bit better. So what I said was, guys, you follow everyone who sort of follows me. You waited and waited and waited because you wanted a key PA level. You got your PA level, you fell. I then said, okay, well, you're dipping into support, get it long. You're at a mixture of moving averages. It's good for a tech long. and kill it off because you're getting early rejection. So hopefully you've killed that off. You took gains, 1, 3, 4 and upwards. The problem with it now is that it's just still weak. You are primed slightly with this, but it's not, you know, I don't like the look of it, and I would hold off any longs. It's just boring. Okay, if you put your time frames up, you've got early price rejection. Okay, if I wanted to trade it, I would be waiting to get short higher up again. It's going to come and coincide with this, really. At the moment, I would stay out of it pretty much. It's not ideal. You've got really tight margins. Even if the price moves anyway, it's not going to be that beneficial. FTSE's still coming down, and I'm going to look long. New Zealand dollar, you've got a weak fall. I wouldn't be surprised if this continues to the upside. Don't buy it. You've missed the chance. Do not buy that. Okay. Anyone who follows me a lot as well will know what I mean by that, or if they're in my academy. I would look short higher 647. I think we've got room for it. I think you'll come up. I don't think this stochastic oscillator is done. I think you'll get up there. Euro dollar we did. Pound dollar, you know, it's like the euro. You're not getting anything really. 127 area, I'd look short. 127 to 128, you can scale in short. Euro yen, absolutely slammed. I called it short. Go on my profile. I called it short. I did a video on it. It got absolutely annihilated. You are out for gains. Exit this. If you had it short, kill it. You're out. Because you're re-attacking these key support levels, and they have to be broke down. So if you bounce again, you know, you might, I wouldn't be surprised you do get lower, but nonetheless, don't short into support, okay? It's not a good idea. Tons of guys now in here. Apologies if you couldn't get in originally. I know it was a bit of a technical error. I'll make up for it now and answer any questions. If you can click the boost as you come in, that would be fantastic. Smash the boost, ask me something, put it in the chat, ask me a question, okay? If you want the answer so you can go away and learn and do it yourself, it's under here, http://goldstreet.io. You can get started for free, and it has all the stuff I use to make my trading plan work personally, and a lot of stuff I go over. If you're interested in something like the dollar CAD, again, you've got this sideways movement. Okay, what you do actually have in your dollar CAD is market indecision. I don't do patterns, guys. I'm not a breakout pattern trader. Just get that understood. But what I do know is instead I like to call them market formations. It's not about the pattern. It's not about the lines. It's not about the magic when it breaks out, you know, breakout trading. If you break out, what you have to think, if you're looking for a breakout, what is a breakout? A breakout is when the price does break out. Okay, but that is like having a crystal ball. No one knows when it's going to break out, and you will only know after it's broken out, at which point you'll be too late. Okay, so if you were short here, you'd be selling a low price, and if you're buying up there, you'd be buying a high price. It's just not a good idea. It's just an easy way for people to say this is how I trade, basically. But anyway, point is, I like it long here, and I like it short up here. It doesn't look very convincing, this. So I would only short if you get to the top. You can take a very minor long there, but just trade the formation. Don't worry about breakouts and all that crap. Trade the formation. Up, down, up. Have I got a brush that can do this? Okay, so it's like this. Up, down, up, down, up, down. And then you might go like that or like that. But you don't need to guess that end bit. Just trade it in between. It's much more profitable. Okay, there's less guesswork. Smash the like if you can, guys. I'm going to do another chart. New Zealand yen, I like short. Okay, you're coming up on your weekly. Again, tons of PA to the left. Just use your eyes. Look, PA, PA, PA. Loads of rejection. We're looking short. You can kill it off lower.